what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the podcast here, section 431. Ugh, ran out of breath. Section 431. Welcome back. Travis, of course, is here, and we're
What's
gonna
up?
we're gonna do some NASCAR news today. We have some big football news. We might bring that in.
Yeah.
College basketball is about to hit the NCAA tournament. We may touch on that a little bit, but mostly NASCAR these days. We're in the what is it? The fourth race.
Yeah. Yeah, going to the fifth
Going to
race.
the fifth race of the season, and we've had a different winner each race.
Yep.
Kind of small amount of wins for these guys total, so it's been a pretty cool year so far. Getting started. So,
Oh, yeah.
but of course, I want to shout out the winner of the Vegas race,
Mm-hmm.
my guy Kyle Larson, right there,
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Larson got that
Yep.
dub, dominated the race.
Dude,
It was awesome, man.
I'm so happy he won that race. Because it's kind of just like I said last week with William Byron. It's bad that they're winning this early, and it's also bad that Kyle Larson won this early. Because if he starts winning, he can rattle off 5, 6 wins this year. And that's the scary part about it,
Hey
you
man,
know?
that's a good part in my book, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's good. It's great. But it kind of leads me to this question, and I kind of want to get your opinion on it. With the way Hendrick has ran the first 4 races, do you think they're back to their old ways of winning and being a contender every week?
With Hendrick, it looks like it so far.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
really, it could be a different guy each week. Like you could easily have a Bowman win, you could have a Byron win, you could have them all four right in a row.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this week it's looking like Chase Elliott. Of course, we're gonna get into it. Looking like this could be his race to get, because he's kind of struggled a little bit to start the year. But Phoenix is one where like we were talking about earlier, he dominated last year the championship race. So
Yeah.
this could be one
It's
where he can really get his season kick started.
It's kind of one of those things. Going back to that question I asked you, is Hendrick back? Uh, I'm gonna wait until the end of this week to really say yes or no. Because if Chase Elliott comes out and wins this week, oh yeah, 100%, they're back. That team is going to be dominant, and it's going to be
Yeah.
scary. You know?
They've really, I think we talked about it this past week. It was either this past week or the week before, where Stuart Haas is like nowhere to be found in the top 10, and
Yeah.
Hendrick's kind of taken over Haas's spot.
Yeah.
We had Hendrick, we had the Gibbs cars kind of came on. I feel like a little late. They came on a little stronger, and for Ford, there's Penske. So you had all three manufacturers up there, but there was no Haas in the top 10. Heck, I don't even think they didn't finish top 15. We don't see them
Yeah.
anybody for
No.
Haas in the top 14, 17 here.
Harvick
Um,
finished down in the 20s,
yeah, and the
which
rest
is
of them,
crazy, man.
rest of them were down there with them. It's weird for them. I don't know what it is that's going on. They pretty much have the same people. Of course, they lost Clint Boyer to retirement, and they picked up Chase Briscoe, who's a middle of the pack kind of driver so far. And Cole Custer's been right there with him as well. Almirola's just kind of had, he got in a wreck in this race. I think previous race he got in a wreck. And Harvick's been the solid guy. This past
Yeah.
week, Harvick wasn't even really up there. He had the pole and then pretty much immediately went backwards,
Yeah.
and never recovered. So it's weird. I don't know if it's just beginning of the year kind of stuff. Maybe it'll balance out later. But yeah, there's cause for concern. I would think a little bit, at least in the Stewart Haas camp.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think Harvick will be fine this Sunday. I think he'll be in contention to win. I'm either picking Harvick or Chase this week. I got to be honest with you. Maybe Brad too. Brad Keselowski's been running pretty good, but if it's late in the race with about 100 to go and Chase Elliott's in the lead, it's over. And there's no call. And if there's no caution, it's over. That's it.
Yeah.
It's done.
Well, see, like
Right.
Phoenix used to be like this was Harvick's track. Like
Yeah.
every year, you'd be like, all right, where Harvick's got the Phoenix race, they move it to make that the championship. You're like, well, it's gonna be Harvick's championship, but
Yeah.
ended up that race didn't work out for him, and I don't know if he's a shoe-in anymore. They moved the start finish line, but I don't think that really should affect anything. And um, that this is a race he's typically good at, so I think that's a good pick in your fantasy lineup at least.
Yeah.
I would say he's pretty good odds usually for
Yeah.
Phoenix.
And I think again, Kyle Larson's pretty dang good at Phoenix too.
I hope
And
so.
I mean, he's ran pretty dang good in the past. And
Well,
Bowman again is good here. When he filled in for Dale Jr., he led a bunch of laps and almost won the dang thing.
mm. And he's an
Um,
Arizona kid too, from
yeah, man.
somewhere nearby Phoenix.
Yeah, I think he's got a special paint scheme this weekend too. It's got a little bit of orange and stuff.
Yeah, I
I
think I
think.
saw that. I'm gonna try and find it while you're talking.
Okay.
I want to get
Yeah, I
that up
mean,
here.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool because my job allows me to drive around quite a bit, and I'll see NASCAR haulers here and there.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure I texted you a couple times, be like, "Yeah, I just saw this hauler, or that hauler, or whatever."
Yeah. Well, it's always fun driving home from the track or near a track, and then seeing them or whatever, or
Yeah,
seeing them come in and stuff.
yeah. But most of the time, I'm driving around Charlotte, and they're getting back from somewhere, and I'm just like, "Hey, there's a hauler." I think I saw Chase's one time. I saw Bowman's this week.
It's not gonna show it there. Oh, there it was.
Wait, yeah, right there.
All right.
That one. It's got it's got the purple front, and it kind of fades into the orange in the back. I like that. It's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I gotta change. Let me see. We gotta add a.
Best
It'll
friend.
be a second.
But going through the lineup, going through the results of that race, Kyle Larson. Whoa, Larson won it. Brad K second, and can't see the rest of it.
Oh
So
yeah, there's the paint scheme this week for Phoenix. Pretty
yeah,
cool in there, man.
yeah, it's sweet. I like it.
And
I think he'll run good this week.
and for those listening on the audio, it's basically like the Utah Jazz uniform where it's like a ombre sunset color.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It should look good out there, especially in Phoenix where like all the light and stuff and the sun and everything just looks great there. And I think
Oh
it'll
yeah.
make that pop. So that'll be something
Yeah.
to look forward to on Sunday.
Chase is driving his Universe car.
Oh, we're gonna go through all the paint schemes, ain't we?
No, just Chase is the Universe. He
Oh,
raced
okay.
at the All Star race last year.
Sweet.
So it's I mean, he won in that car, so it's pretty cool. But Brad K second, Kyle Busch third, Hamlin again. There's all the Gibbs guys. Blaney is in there. Truex, Bell, Byron with another good run. He was up there all day. Logano, Chase down in 13th. I skipped over a couple guys. It's fine. Chase down there 13th. He spun out by himself, got some damage, and still finished 13th. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, his
where-
his spin was crazy. Like I don't think anyone else hit him. Like he spun in the middle of the road, like
yeah.
2 or 3 times, and nobody hit him while he was spinning. That was one of the close calls. What was it? Alex Bowman
Oh
had
my
another one. Oh
god.
my goodness, my life flashed before my eyes on that one. Anthony Alfredo coming under him, and
I think
oh yeah,
I think Anthony Alfredo after that he radioed in, I'm pretty sure, and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna need a change of pants."
yeah.
No,
What was it?
no.
He said a dude wipe. I need a
Yeah, I'm gonna
dude
need a
wipe.
dude wipe.
Yeah, Radioactive was definitely interesting. Definitely check that out if you're listening or watching.
It's like I'm gonna need a dude.
they had a lot of things in that one.
But no, I mean, yeah, dude, my life flashed before my eyes too, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Lord!"
Yikes!
Well, it's like Larson had a huge lead at that point, and I'm just like, "Oh Lord!" Freaking Bowman about killed himself.
Jeez, man.
But no, I mean, Bowman will be out there. He had bad luck in Phoenix. He had a flat tire, so he should be running up there at the top. Bubba Wallace again. Man, that team is struggling. They haven't had speed. I don't see it. I don't know, man. They had bad luck this race. They had like power steering issues or something.
Yeah.
So
It's something they got to get figured out. Because I mean, that's a team that I don't know. It's a new team, but it's
yeah,
a heavily backed new team.
yeah,
For a new team especially. So I mean, like they should be at least they should be shooting for top 15s, top 20 maybe, but top 15s easily is what they should be getting, and then they have a shot to be in top 10s every now and then and
yeah.
compete. But they haven't quite gotten it yet. Finished 28th in this race, which isn't the worst. But you look at the guys behind them. The only regular that's behind them is like competitive car behind him was Almirola, who wrecked.
Yeah.
So the rest of these guys are kind of small teams or usually in the back of the field. Um, but it's a competitive league, I guess. You say you want to give
Yeah.
them a little slack, but they of course want to go out there and win races, get top tens at the least.
Yeah.
Um, and it kind of hurts finishing 28th.
Yeah. And also, I mean, Michael McDowell kind of came back down to earth this week as well with a 17th place finish. But again, that's not terrible.
No.
I mean that keeps you in it, you
Yeah,
know.
what 16 teams get in the playoffs? They're already in anyway.
Yeah, so
Um,
he's right
so
there.
so yeah, you're keeping those points. I feel like he got some stage points. I don't know if it's gonna let me slide. That's not gonna let me slide over, but um, I feel like he was up there for some stage points or on the edge a couple of times. But
Wait, I can see it. He did not have any stage
man,
points.
I
Yeah,
feel
he
like he
missed
was
out on that.
close, but
Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
give fake news there.
I was
But
trying to look because if you look beside Bowman, it's got the 5 and the 6, and that's how many stage points he earned.
oh, I thought that was Let me see. No, that's the car number.
No, I mean 5 and 6. Stage 1 position and stage 2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
See him?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
there we go.
So no,
But yeah,
big
it's gonna
brain
be
there.
it's gonna be an interesting race. Come Phoenix,
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm excited every week though. So
Yeah, this race, Vegas, which, Larson we said we kind of dominated, but I kind of like, I don't know if it's the package or whatever. I'm kind of a fan of keeping them together, kind of stuff.
they went
Um,
3 wide for
yeah,
the lead,
yeah,
2 whole laps, and nobody gave an inch. They just
yeah.
3 wide all the way around the track, and I'm sitting here like that doesn't happen. Somebody, what?
And see, I understand the argument of, like the old days where you had Bill Elliott like lapping the field, but he had the best car.
Yeah,
So it's like, I agree that that's a really cool accomplishment for that team. But I don't know. I enjoy when there's tight competition. The cars are all there together, and not in a train form like we see at super speedways. But
yeah.
you see competitive jockeying for position and different kinds of things you can see out there in this track. And I thought this was a great race. Of course, my guy
Oh
won, so I'm loving it. But um,
yeah.
but I mean, I feel like that was a good race, and I'm hoping it continues with Phoenix. I know that's a completely different track, but we'll see how the racing pans out there. Maybe it is
Man.
evenly matched this year. Maybe it's just like that everywhere.
Hey. I hope my guy, your guy won last week. I think it's time for my guy to get one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a what Hendrick 4 in a row or something like that.
I'm hoping, man.
Well, the
Wait,
next
what's
race
after?
is the Bristol dirt race, right?
Is it? What's
It's
after
like the
Phoenix?
20 something is the um March
Hang on.
20. Maybe it's the week after next is Bristol.
Hang on. I'm gonna look.
All right, well, I'm going to get up to the lineup since we've gone through the
Okay.
results.
So next week is Atlanta. Oh. Oh.
Okay, so we got, I think it's Phoenix this week, then Atlanta,
Atlanta then
then
Bristol.
Bristol. Okay.
Dude, Hendrick could go 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Like it could be possible. Cause what? The 2.5 mile tracks, what, Hendrick is dominated?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So we're going back to another mile and a half where Hendrick might dominate.
It's
So we'll
crazy,
see.
man. Who knew adding Larson and getting rid of Jimmy Johnson would have made this team so much better?
I was I
Nah,
was
they were
listening.
good before though. I don't want to discredit because I mean they've been getting better with William Byron developing. I think that's helped. Bowman's kind of gotten comfortable there. It seems like
Yeah.
Chase Elliott each year has progressed. Um, so I mean it's not just Larson coming in and the old going out. With Jimmy Johnson, it's
I was watching a YouTube video and it was like this. Larson is on the team that Johnson had last year.
right. Yeah.
Larson has ran great with his team. But if you think about when he was with Chip Ganassi, how many wins did he have? 6?
Yeah, I think so. I think this was his seventh win. So
He was pushing that equipment so
yeah,
hard, trying to get the most out of it, that it would lead to mistakes.
yeah,
And mistakes would cost him wins. Well, now he doesn't have to push the equipment that hard. He can go do what he does, and that's bad for the other
for the rest
drivers in
of
the series.
yeah.
That's not good if he doesn't have to push it. If he can just drive, oh man,
And see
like
that's why this kid's been my favorite since Xfinity. I mean, the kid can drive anything, and I say
oh
kid,
yeah,
he's like I think he might actually be older than me, but
he's 27, I think.
okay, we're the same age then. But still, kid to me. But yeah, I mean, because that's always been the question. Like, Ganassi's been there, not the top, but close.
Yeah,
And you're seeing now like how big a difference close is. Like
yeah,
Larson had them close. They could
yeah,
win. They won with Kurt Busch. They won with McMurray back in the day, and with the Daytona, and well, he won all the three, what Daytona, Darlington, and Charlotte, I think, with them.
yeah,
Um, so they've gotten wins, but him with the top equipment we're seeing this year, they're the three big teams are Penske, the Gibbs, and Hendricks right now.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Haas isn't there anymore. Hendricks, we talked about, Hendricks has kind of replaced them so far this year. Hopefully
yeah,
Haas, comes back in, but Ganassi is below those guys. I mean,
yeah.
just a little bit. I think a few tweaks in funding, they could probably be up there with them. But
I
man,
don't, I
it's
don't think
just
all of Ganassi is down there. I think Kurt Busch is a little bit higher than that 42 car.
oh yeah, yeah.
Chastain, I think Kurt Busch runs better constantly.
Well,
So, but
see, and two Chastain is kind of similar in style to Larson. With he's gonna push it as hard as he can, and it's gonna lead to mistakes. Kurt
yeah,
Busch, I think, is old enough. He knows what he has. He knows what he has to do, to get top tens or whatever, and
yeah,
maybe put yourself in position for a win. He doesn't. You don't see him pushing it like
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. He doesn't have the mistakes to make.
Yeah,
So, I don't know, but that's just what I think. I think he doesn't have to push the car, and since he doesn't have to push the car, everybody's going to be in trouble.
yeah, yeah.
especially if
It's
especially if Chase Elliott starts winning, which he will. Chase is going to win races this year. It's coming. Just a matter of when.
yeah.
But until he wins, I expect all the other Hendrick drivers to win as well. Like,
Yeah, they're there every week. I mean, so far at least.
yeah.
So,
So,
well, this is the top 10 for this week. Of course, they didn't have qualifying. They're doing the, what you call it, the
the formula.
qualifying formula or
Yeah.
whatever, the secret formula.
Yeah.
No, but, and that's, based on different things we've talked about in previous podcasts. But yeah, so
Lars,
this is the
Lars
top 10
still
we
should
got.
be.
Yeah, I don't get why Keselowski got the pole here.
It was, what was it? It was a mixture of like fastest laps and stuff like that, and Keselowski just barely had
Oh, I was
Larson.
about to say because Larson kind of, I mean, it probably hurt him that he kind of took it easy, a bunch
Yeah,
of laps.
it was
Um,
weird. I think owner points and stuff like that had a say so in it too.
mm,
Like Larson was second and Brad was first on owner points. It was close. It
Uh,
wasn't.
well, at least he's front row. I mean, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, he could stay off in a turn one and have the lead by turn
Yeah.
two.
So, but you got two Gibbs guys on the second row, Hamlin and Bell. Both are having solid years this year. They haven't. Bell's won one race, but Hamlin hasn't won yet.
Yeah,
Then you got Truex and Chase.
Chase is
Another
up there.
Gibbs there, and
Yeah,
another Hendrick there.
yeah. And I think the other Hendricks, what, back in 16th, I want to
You
say?
got Byron in 10th, and
Bowman, I think, is 16th or something. Yeah.
Bowman is 21st.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
so he dropped back a little bit, but
He'll be up there.
yeah, I mean that's row 11. That's almost top 10 if you
Yeah.
look at it that way. If the
He could
top
be
line
top
really takes off, he's right there.
10. Yeah. Dude,
Uh,
I hope so. Like, I hope that top road takes off because what? Larson would have the lead, Chase would be second. Let's do that.
yeah, yeah. Let's see. Back to the Haas guys. They're not even up here until 18th. Man, that's how
Yeah.
bad it's been.
I saw a comment by Rodney Childress about that, and he was like, man, one bad race and you're in the crapper.
For real, yeah.
I don't think he said it like that, but, you know.
Which Childress isn't doing terrible for Childress. Austin Dillon starting 13th. The
Yeah.
43 is starting 14th. That's kind of partnered with Childress. Let's see, where's the 8 is 23rd, which is, got middle of the pack is kind of what you expect. Sometimes they come up in the top 15, top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace is going to be starting back here. Briscoe back here. Daniel Suarez is still hasn't picked up speed in that car yet. And we're going to have 38 cars in the race. Almirola starting 32nd. Hopefully he can come up through the field. But yeah, I mean, and the usual suspects kind of back here. But 38th is sponsored by Smart Sanitizer. Nice. Let's see. We got 18 Chevys, 6 Toyotas, and 14 Fords.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I don't know. Phoenix, we said. Well, you said Chase. You think Kevin Harvick.
Yeah.
I'm kind of buying into Hendrick. I think they keep it going this week. It'll be one of them. I think really battling for the lead, and maybe all of them. Honestly,
At what?
wouldn't surprise me.
At one point in Vegas, it was Hendrick 1, 2, 3, I believe, right?
Um,
I think it was because I think Larson was first, Byron was second, and Chase was
yeah,
third.
I think at one point one of them was Chase leading at one point because I remember Larson passing one of them.
Yeah, I think Chase had the lead at one point, but I think it was a 1, 2, 3, and then like seventh for Bowman.
Oh man,
Like that's crazy. I
yeah.
saw that and I'm like, good lord.
Yeah, they're doing good, man. And and like we said, Penske's there with Blaney, Logano, Keselowski on the pole, Gibbs with 3 there, Kyle Busch in 7th. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big 3 of teams now instead of like we've had years past with big 3 of drivers. Now it's whole teams working together in the top
Also,
10.
one other thing. Back in the day, you really, really didn't like Byron. I think he's starting to grow on you a little bit.
Eh, I think so. I don't want to turn to that dark side of being full on Chevy fan, I guess, or Hendrick, because I've disliked Hendrick for so long, but I do appreciate him for giving Larson a chance.
Yeah.
Um,
It's one of those things you don't mind all the Hendrick guys now.
yeah, like I don't know, like I kind of like all the drivers now. I mean, I don't like Kyle Busch. That's probably one in Logano. I really don't like Logano. Um, and Keselowski, I'm not a fan, but like Denny Hamlin, I used to not like him, and I'm kind of like, yeah, Denny Hamlin's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like what he's doing with the 23. Hopefully that pans out for him, works out. It's a good time in the league. There's you only have a couple villains. I mean, growing up, you had the people that didn't like Dale Earnhardt. You had the people that didn't like Jeff Gordon. And
Yeah.
on the other side, you had people that loved each one of those.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if you really have that now. It's a bunch of different factions of fans,
Yeah.
but which is cool and kind of bad, I guess, at the same time. But um, I don't
Yeah.
know, man. It's cool to watch. I like that
Yeah.
it's competitive. It's not just three guys, really, right now. And I don't know. I think that's good for the sport.
Yeah. I feel like Byron, you don't mind now because he's on the same team as Larson and he won't be wrecking him.
Yeah, as long as he helps him, that we don't want him to bump draft too hard, and which I've seen them. They've been drafting really well together.
Yeah.
Larson really maybe pushed him too hard, but he held his own. Because you have to do that sometimes to make these passes. Um, it's been cool seeing them work together. I feel like Larson probably didn't want to work well with others before. Like he did if he had to, but he really knew if I help them at all, they're gonna burn me later.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have the equipment before. But now, like we said, the Hendrick car, he's got the engine, which he already had, but he's got all the other pieces to go with it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to hopefully a few more wins this year
Oh,
out of that
he will.
5.
He will. He'll win. He'll win more.
And hopefully some
So
sponsors. I mean,
yeah.
it's nice when he won. I do want to shout him out because all he had to do was say, "Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Chevy." And he said one other one, I think.
He's didn't you say Hendrick cars or something like that?
Something like that, probably. And
Yeah.
he mentioned the Ricky Hendrick.
That's right. Yeah.
So I'm like, he didn't have to go. I like to thank Target, DC Solar, McDonald's. He didn't have to roll off 50 different sponsors in his exit interview or whatever. But the guy does that team deserves to have some more some paying sponsors from outside
Yeah.
sources. Because that helps make the team even better. Um, and it helps the sponsors out. I mean, like you see a kid winning and he's got his own team as a sponsor.
Yeah.
Like that's a big opportunity for any company to be on there and help them out.
Yeah. Oh, it's only a matter of time before sponsors come knocking.
I wonder how many wins it'll take.
I
Over
don't know.
under before he gets another sponsor.
I don't know if it's a matter of wins or if it's a matter of years. Like, will it take
Years.
it might be till next year. Like, I
Do you
don't
think it's
know.
more than next year though? Because I feel like
He'll have sponsors by next
he
year.
may not get a like a 2-year contract sponsored this
Yeah.
year. But
Yeah.
I think he'll pick up some for certain races or something. Special
I
event
can
like special races.
I can tell you this: he's not leaving Hendrick.
Yeah, I think he might be set for a while. And I know it's early; it's only what four races complete, but
I,
I think he's starting off pretty good.
I think Larson's staying at Hendrick for the rest of his career,
I mean,
unless
they're a
something
team that you can do that with. Yeah.
unless something majorly goes wrong. He's not going anywhere anymore.
Well, see, the only thing with some of these teams, they have like they use the Xfinity and truck as like a minor league for the Cup,
Yeah.
and they're bringing these kids up so quick now that I don't know where they're going to put them. They're going to have to make more teams or sub teams of
Yeah.
these big teams because I mean, like who's Hendrick got that's coming up in the next, let's say, 3 or 4 years?
Gregson, maybe. But I don't think he would really go to Hendrick. I think he would find
Yeah,
another
I
team
could see
somewhere.
that.
Maybe Sam Mayer. I don't know what he's going to be doing. He's running half a year for Junior Motorsports, but I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know. Junior Motorsports just needs to move up in the Cup Series.
Yeah, see, that's something I would like to see. I don't know the money about it and um, he's a commentator. I don't know if that has any effect. If you can own a team and commentate
Yeah,
your own race, your own the own league that you're, you know, have a team in. But
yeah,
I don't see why that would matter. But yeah, you could have Junior Motorsports up there. maybe bring the. I think there's some other teams in the works, maybe, or those one car teams. Maybe they add another car like 2311 and track. Was it Trackhouse? Is that
Yeah, Trackhouse. Yeah,
Trackhouse? Maybe they pick up steam and add another car. But I mean, you look at some of the guys, which is not as many. We know Hendrick's coming up to the 21, which means DiBenedetto's going to need a ride, and then
yeah,
he's going to go from the 21 to probably one of the big Penske. You know, Keselowski's contract I think is one they're talking about maybe coming out, but I don't
yeah.
know. It's just like they're going to have to like when we get Harrison Burton coming up, we get eventually hopefully Haley Deegan shows something because I think it'd be cool for the Cup Series if she shows the talent that she's shown in other leagues. That would be
Yeah.
cool. And I mean, you got a few guys. Graxton's one I think would be interesting coming up. He needs to kind of settle down in some aspects. He's kind of gotten crazy.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. Is your guy Ben Rhodes? You think he'll ever come up, or is he going to just be a truck guy?
He's a truck guy.
Yeah.
He tried to come up a couple years ago. He tried it and it didn't really work out.
That's always weird to me, like how, like a Stuart Friesen, I mean, he's a dirt racer. He probably just wants to do truck because he likes racing one race a weekend, and it's earlier in the weekend. He can do whatever the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
And you got Crafton, who's a career truck driver, Enfinger. Even some of the young guys though, like Ben Rhodes, maybe he stays there, and
Yeah.
who was it? Nemechek, I think, went down. Did he go down to truck or did he go down to
Yeah.
Xfinity?
Yeah. He went down to truck, and he actually won this week.
Yeah. So see, he had one year at Cup, did have decent, mediocre, but goes back to truck. He's good at truck. He doesn't need to go up. Make that your league. But
I mean, shoot, he beat Kyle Busch
yeah,
Friday night.
yeah, that was a good race. They
Yeah, it was.
Kyle Busch did get some trouble because he spun out on purpose or something,
Yeah.
but still finished second, and his team finished first.
Yeah. And he didn't complain about it. He was like, "Hey, good for Nemechek. That's awesome." And I was like, "Hey, good on you."
Well, yeah, I mean, you win either way when you're, the team owner. So,
Yeah, yeah.
oh me,
So, uh, so who's your pick this Sunday?
this Sunday, I'm feeling like Denny Hamlin. I don't know why. I think it's gonna be a Hendrick guy up there. But you already kind of went with the Hendrick guy, so I'm gonna say I'm leaning Hamlin or Truex.
Okay.
I don't really know why, but they've been up there
Yeah.
all year. I feel like Phoenix is a different race than where they've raced already,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I think they're pretty good races, especially for Hamlin. Truex I think has a shot too, though.
I think we're kind of picking two guys here. I'm picking Harvick or Chase.
All right, all right. I'm hoping Larson though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hoping Larson gets it.
He'll be up there. He'll be up there for sure.
Get a good points day for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. So football, quick.
Yeah. Quick football.
All right, quick football. Brady signed a contract extension for 1 year. That was
I was confused by that because it said
4 years, and I'm like, what?
yeah,
That's
4 year
not right.
extension, 1 year through 2022, and they save like $19 million or something like that. I'm confused, and I read it and I was still confused. So I don't know. I may do some more research and get back to you guys next week on that. But
Is it 4 years? Is it 1 year? I don't know.
I don't know. It looked like a 4 year deal, which I don't know what, because he's only been there this past year, so it's not like he's already on a 3 or 4 year deal.
Right?
But yeah, it said something about 1 year extension, 4 year contract.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's an opt out thing or something, is what I was thinking. Maybe he can, if he decides to retire or something, he can. I mean, you can anyway, but I don't know. Like the team gets out of paying him or whatever if he retires, kind of deal.
Yeah.
But yeah.
you had Brady, and then you had Newton, Cam Newton, he signed a 1-year deal, so
Yeah,
he's
what,
back with the
$14
Patriots.
million to stay with the Patriots?
Yeah, but I heard most of that isn't guaranteed. It's if you make the Pro Bowl, if you make the
Oh,
playoffs,
okay.
stuff like that.
Incentives. So, well,
Yeah,
what's the base? Did you see that?
like 1 mil or something.
Oh,
It's not a lot. Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
Well,
It's not
that's
a
a
lot.
better deal then. Because I mean, I like those because you have to play to earn it. You know,
Yeah,
I guess I don't know. As a player, maybe you would like guaranteed money. Of course, I mean, you know what you're gonna get. But if you can go out there and earn it, man, that makes it even better.
yeah, definitely. And the Chiefs fired pretty much their whole offensive line.
Yeah, man, I saw that. It was what Eric Fisher's gone. Right tackle's gone. Mitchell Schwartz.
Yeah, and the center.
And the center. Yeah, so they got two guards, and that's it. It's Buckingham Palace now.
So yeah, Mahomes is going to be running for his life again.
Well,
So
if you look at the Super Bowl, he kind of did.
yeah, he did it anyways. So
He
I
had
mean,
that 30-yard sack too this year, where he just ran
yeah.
around back and forth. Oh
Um,
man,
what else? Greg Olson and Thomas Davis retired as Panthers.
dude, what'd you think about Thomas Davis's suit?
Yeah, that was pretty freaking sweet.
That was awesome, dude. Had the
They
Walter
also
Payton on there and the captain.
yeah
Oh my
they also
god.
dropped a pretty interesting tidbit. They were talking. Our owner David Tepper was talking about how much they have done for the Charlotte community and the surrounding area, and they were like, "We're glad y'all came back." And there's one other guy, and we're gonna work on getting him back later down the road. And I was like, "Oh, they're talking about Cam."
They're trying to get to retire his number or something.
No, to get Cam to come back when he wants to retire and
Okay.
probably retire as a Panther.
See, I don't. Well, for him, I get that, but like all these guys going back to the team that like let him go
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
retire, I'm like, don't do that. But I guess Cam, I mean, drafted by him, and those guys. Well, Greg Olson wasn't drafted by the Panthers; he was taken from the Bears. But
Yeah.
I don't know, those guys that really did something for the community. I get it. Um, but it's like, why would you say now when the guy can still play? Like, you should come back when you're ready to quit. You know, like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
kind of message does that send?
Hey,
We don't want you now.
whenever you're done, come on back.
About
We'll
3 years, we're looking to have a big event. You should come down and retire.
oh, there it is.
Oh man, but the
Freak.
big news we kind of didn't get at this. Big money Dak Prescott.
Oh yeah, Dak got signed to a
Big
big deal.
money.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
saw something today. He's getting more guaranteed money than Tony Romo got in his entire career with the Cowboys.
that's kind of sad.
It's about like a couple million, but that's a 14-year career. You
Yeah.
know?
Right. Trey Turner got released, which is really funny for Panther fans because we traded him for Russell Okung. Russell Okung is now going to be a free agent, and now Trey Turner's a free agent.
Yeah. I saw
I
that
saw,
a week or so ago. And I was like, what?
yeah. I don't understand that. I don't understand why we even did that, but whatever,
Well, at
dude.
least you didn't draft a guy that played one snap.
Oh yeah, and
And
trade him.
we traded him for a 7th round pick. He was our 1st round pick, and we traded our 7th round pick as well.
What?
So yeah, we just swapped 7th round picks, and they took the alcoholic off our hands.
Wasn't he like supposed to be pretty good too?
He was, well, he needed work, of course,
Yeah.
but he looked like he had the makeup to be a great right tackle, and he probably still does if he gets his act together. I don't know that Miami is the best city for that. Sorry, Miami, but you're kind of a party city. That may not be good for this guy who is known to party and get in trouble, driving his car into a wall, and all this kind of stuff. I wish the best for the guy, but daggone it, man, it cost us, a good right tackle. It cost us 1st round pick, basically.
Yeah.
And, I know, he's a person, of course. It's more than just the team, but daggone, dude. I mean, all the cities he could have gone to, he went to Miami now. Like, we traded him to Miami.
Yeah, right.
But, it is what it is. Hopefully, I kind of hope he can be, something at least for himself. But glad he's not our problem anymore, and hopefully we can draft better this year. Get somebody that can really help out right off the get go, because we could use an offensive lineman. We could use edge rushers. Our big thing with the Titans. There's some guys there we can get. Hopefully we get them.
Yeah. Panthers kept their main guy.
Yeah, I saw they restructured some contracts too.
Yeah, we redid that, and we also franchise tagged Taylor Moton.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's good. Also, I just saw this. The Buffalo Bills are becoming the Panthers 2.0 again.
Yeah, they already
They,
had what, the coach, the
yeah,
3 or 4 other players.
yeah, they just signed Darrell Williams, who is an old Panther.
Huh. Well, there you go.
I'm like, geez, man. Like, what the heck?
Well, what's his name? McDermott. He likes
Yeah,
them Panthers. I mean, he was what, offensive coordinator.
yeah, yeah.
So
Let's see. What else really happened? Anything else? Uh, Minor league baseball's coming up. Major league baseball's coming
yeah, I
up.
was about to say Major League first. Man, I feel for the minor league though. They canceled the first month. So
Yeah,
it's kind of cool though, because some of the minor league stadiums we know are nearby or whatever, they having college games there, so you get some
yeah.
baseball still for
Man,
that stadium and everything.
if everything goes right and I get lucky, I will be going to the Charlotte 49ers versus App.
Yeah, I'm gonna need tickets to that too. That's supposed to be the first game in that stadium.
Yeah, I plan on going. I plan on being there.
Yeah,
Like, I'm already planning it. So,
dude, I was
cool.
hoping to be able to go down to ECU and see them play.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
they were playing, well, yeah, baseball. They're playing the ninth ranked ECU baseball team in Greenville, and coming off of beating Tennessee, who's number 14 in the country. So
I saw that. What's our record?
we do have some losses, I think, but we've been doing good. I think we have like 1 or 2
We have
losses.
four
4
losses.
losses.
But we've scored 12 runs, 18 runs, 4 runs, 7, 4, 20.
I think we got like the most home runs in baseball. I think
Really?
that's what I saw.
We lost to what's today? The 12th? Yeah, we lost tonight 4-7.
Okay, we're playing ECU tonight. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And we play them tomorrow too and
Yeah,
Sunday.
and Sunday. Yeah, I was hoping to go to the Mars game, but it's limited to season ticket holders and alumni or something for ECU. So I don't even
Yeah.
know how many seats they have there, but
Yeah, to get tickets to the one in here in Kannapolis, I'm gonna have to jump on it the 16th and buy them.
uh,
Like once they become available, I think. But I
yeah, I
think
was wondering. I think they give it to students and then alumni, or not alumni. What's the fan
season ticket
club thing?
holders.
Season ticket
Yeah,
holders. Yeah.
yeah. But the sad part is they're doing students, they're doing season ticket holders, they're doing cannonballers season ticket holders, and then they're doing general public.
Mm. I
So
wonder
if there's,
how many people that is.
I don't know.
You
I
know what I
mean,
mean? Like,
it's a brand new stadium, so I think
yeah. There's
it'll
probably
be
a few in Kannapolis. For Charlotte, though, we didn't really have that many fans at games in baseball.
yeah,
It's kind of sad, but I mean, there were other things going on like basketball or Charlotte Knights or football. So, well, not
yeah,
football then, but yeah, man. I'm hoping to get to see some baseball this year. Hopefully,
yeah,
the stadiums are kind of limiting capacity. The Orioles are at 25% right now. The Braves, I think, are 33%.
yeah,
If you're in Texas, they're letting everybody in because the Rangers have a brand new stadium that they need to start paying the bills on, I'm guessing. So
Yeah.
they got
Cannot.
full capacity there.
Yeah. And going back to NASCAR, sorry, it just finished. The ARCA race is
Oh,
now over.
who won?
Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs.
I'm just telling you, that kid might be good.
Yeah. Well, he won. What was the truck race?
He won Xfinity.
Xfinity. Yeah. Jeez.
He did. He just jumped right in the car and just won. It's like, what?
Yeah.
All
See, like,
right.
whose job is he gonna take when he comes up?
Oh, you know he's going to Gibbs.
Oh yeah. So
100%.
who you think's gonna end first? Hamlin or I don't know, Truex maybe. Truex getting
Yeah,
up there.
Truex will be out first, I think.
Well, see, yeah, when you look at Gibbs though, they have Kyle Busch, Truex, and Hamlin, and Christopher Bell's the young guy. They got those
Yeah.
three. They're all going to kind of go back to back to back, so that would be good for Ty Gibbs, Harrison Burton.
Yeah.
I think they have one other guy that's coming up, but
Yeah.
yeah, man. So they might be set up right now for a youth movement.
Yeah. I think Hendrick kind of already did theirs.
Yeah, they're already there. Yeah,
It's working.
yeah, we're good.
So, all right. You got
Yeah,
anything
man.
else?
I think that'll do it. We kind of covered everything. Well, college basketball was in full swing. I haven't. Carolina's playing right now. It wasn't good earlier. Let me see. Tie ball game right now, 59-59. This will age this a little bit.
There
Playing
you go.
Florida State, and now they're losing by 3. But
Right.
college basketball's been weird. I do want to mention that Duke had one positive COVID, kicked them out of the ACC tournament. They pretty much needed to win the conference tournament to get into the big tournament, which is a first in forever. Virginia also today came out. They had a COVID test positive.
So, is
Um,
Duke not in the tournament?
Duke's out of the ACC tournament and probably going to be out of the NCAA tournament because they didn't really have that great of a season, but they were coming on the ACC tournament. They were coming on these past couple games and probably could have made a run at it, but they had
Dang.
one positive test and they're kicked out. Virginia was the same thing. So the team they were going to play in the semifinal automatically goes to the finals now in the ACC.
Yeah, Georgia Tech, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Georgia Tech, and Carolina and Florida State are playing right now to see who plays them in the final there. But I think Kansas also had it, and that's a big team. They'll probably still make the tournament, and Virginia as well. But man, they've made it this whole season without really any issue, and then now in the conference tournament is when it
Yeah.
hits, and they're testing these guys. I don't get it. We were talking about a day at work. I don't get it how they test these guys coming into the building. They test everybody that comes into that building.
Yeah.
And then they test them again. Really, I don't know why, but they test them again before they leave. Like, how could you have, if everybody's clean in this building and you've cleaned the whole building before they came in, how could someone catch it?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm not, like we've said before, I'm not a scientist, but I don't get that. I don't understand how that's possible.
Yeah.
But they had one that tested positive, I guess on the way out of the arena. I don't remember each case there, but they the ones that had it, they should be okay for the NCAA tournament if they're selected. Sunday is when they have the selection show, so they'll figure out the seating and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
wish.
it's wild, man.
I wish our school could have made it, but
Yeah, we lost in the second round, I think. I don't know if we had a first round bye or not, but yeah, we got some building to do in Charlotte.
yeah.
But still a young group, I think. We got just a couple older guys on the team, so hopefully they get some recruits. If you're a aspiring college basketball player, please check out Charlotte because we could use you.
We'll
Oh,
come
man.
support you.
Yeah, for real. I'll drive down there. You see us up in section 431, just wave. Oh
If there's
man.
not a 431, maybe 134 or something, flip it
Yeah,
around.
we'll get better seats. There's only like two levels at Halton Arena there.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, man, I'm hoping to get back to where I can go to Charlotte games because I don't think they're allowing any fans for that. Of course, there's no more games now for them this year, but
Shoot, Section 431 in Halton Arena. That's like up in the rafters, dude.
you're on the you're on the flag that they put on the outside of the arena at the top. Oh man.
As you walk in, you just see us up there waving. Hey,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they only go up to 200s in Halton Arena. So
can y'all even see the game? Mm-mm, nope.
we're having a great time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, that'll just about do it. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. We'll have some more news next week, hopefully with a good guy winning the race,
Oh
like we
yeah.
did this week.
Yeah, not bad.
But yeah, be sure to follow us on all our social media and stuff. We'll have things going up there throughout the week that we see. Think you may like. Tell your friends about us. Comment and stuff. Tell us what you like, what you want to see us talk about more. And we will see you next time.
See you guys.